Well, it's Saturday. Oh, I think it's the 7th, I think the date is, of March. Sun is shining already. 9:30 in the morning. It's to be highs of 16 degrees. Take that with a pinch of salt. It is Scotland. Plan today is to have a wee run over towards tighnabruaich. I'm going to cut down all the back roads, drop into Greenock, jump the boat across to Doonan, and then go up through all the back forestry roads and drop into tighnabruaich for a wee coffee. I think it should probably take 2 hours from where I live, so should be a good day. Bike's running well. Need to go and get some fuel first, and then I'll hit the road. Okay, let's get packed up. All my bike gear feels dead slack on me. I've got 2 jackets on. I've lost about £18 in about 3.5 months, so doing well. Trousers, I've had to put a belt on my trousers, but I didn't have to, so all good. And all I live on is chicken and rice. There you go. Okay, let's do this. Let's go on the road. Okay, well, I've got some fuel now, so that will last me all day. I've just come through Greenock. There's a set of traffic lights just off the main town in Greenock which are stuck, and there's about a mile long of traffic on the 4 sides of the traffic lights. The bonus of having a bike is right to the front, and when you suss out the traffic lights are jammed on, everybody's on red, then you just go for it. Wasn't breaking the law, because all the lights that are at red, there's no lights moving, all the lights are stuck. And they've been like that. The driver said that he's sat at lights for 20 minutes. What are you sitting there for 20 minutes for? So we're just coming into Gourock. I've went from the house to the petrol station, which is about 3 miles. I wasn't going fast or nothing, just nice leisurely bimble on the back roads, and the bike is howling. And I spent 5 or 6 hours last weekend scrubbing the bike, so it looks like I'll have to do it today again. So it's starting to brighten up as well. The clouds are starting to burn off. 12 degrees. Well, if anybody watched the wee video that I put up regarding the microphone system on my helmet, all's good so far. The adapter's still attached to the side of the helmet, which it will do anyway. It's attached with strong velcro, so it's not going to budge. There's no weight to it anyway.
This is Gourock Main Street. If anybody don't know it, Gourock Main Street. It used to be traffic passes each way, but now they've just made it a one-way street through the town centre. I was sitting having a wee think regarding my next trip. There's something going on in there. Oh, farmer's market. Yeah. My next trip, I'm off the start of April, and I'm toying with the NC 500 again. Or head across the water, get the boat from Newcastle over to Rotterdam, head up through Germany. I would like to visit the army camps that were stationed at Paderborn and Sennelager. Not Sennelager, sorry, Paderborn and Osnabrück in Germany. Spend a couple of days in Germany. If I have enough time, head up to Copenhagen and all that sort of area, Malmo area, and then head home. As it stands, the ferry return ticket with a cabin's £343, which I know I can get from the house to Newcastle ferry in about 4.5 hours. And then from there over to Osnabrück and Paderborn and stuff like that. It's like a 3 hour on the autobahn. If I don't go on the autobahn, it's about 5.5, 6 hours, so still enjoyable. So that's one trip. The other trip would have been the NC 500, which is really only going to cost me camping pitches, some grub and fuel. I was going to do the NC 500 in the opposite direction this time, because I think the Inverness side is absolutely boring, all the way up to Wick. The best part of the NC 500 is from Wick or John O'Groats all the way back round along the top of Scotland and down the west coast. That's the best part of the NC 500, so I was planning doing it in the opposite direction. More to see, more enjoyable. And then once you get to John O'Groats, it's just a case of blast it down the road to get home. The boats are on. Doesn't look busy. There's one just coming in, I think. A wee bit hazy still over the water, but it's meant to clear up, so fingers crossed. There's a boat just coming in. Right, well, we're here at the ferry, so it's a busy boat today. That was a full boat. It's pink. That is what you call pink. Pink seats as well. Jeez. On the right hand side. Cheers, pal. Due to my wee short legs, it's easy to move about when I'm off it. A bit of oil here as well, so just leave it in gear for the crossing. So on our way to Dunoon, which is just over there. Right, camera off until we get across. There we go, this is us, arrived in Dunoon on the Sound of Shona ferry. Okay, so the ferry return ticket was £21.50 for myself and the bike. Never used to be that expensive actually. I think it used to be about £15, but I understand you can buy books or tickets for other stuff, so I didn't have one, so you pay what it is, I'm afraid. £11,588 miles, so I am due a 12,000 mile service. Probably after today it will need to be booked in at BMW, and I'll get it all serviced. I'll just wait till the cars go off. So half an hour ferry crossing, the sun is shining over there, so a good sign. A wee bit overcasty here, should pick up. Busy this side, I'm glad I got a return ticket. There we go, that is the boat. I was just talking to that couple on the white car that just turned in there. They have the same little breed of dog as me, a Cavapoo. Well, it's my daughter's one, I bought her for her birthday. Absolutely wired to the moon, so they are, the dogs. Beautiful wee dogs though. That one was called Spencer. My one is called Cooper. If you go down that road there is a wee riverside, a lockside cafe, and it has seating benches all across the road in a nice area. What time are we on? It is 11:15, so needing that overcast to burn off. It feels good to be back out on the bike again. I have withdrawal symptoms. I don't know if it's just me or did it happen to anyone else when you've not been out on your bike for a long time. First of all, you feel strange getting on it and riding it. You just feel unbalanced. Takes you a wee bit, just a couple of minutes just to get back into it again. But when the bike's parked up for a while, I kind of do get withdrawal symptoms. My daughter says I should be married to the bikes. I'm actually in the process of looking for a second bike, just due to the fact that this is coming up for 12,000 miles. So I'm looking for something as a wee commuter bike. Something about a CBR 600, something like that maybe. I do fancy the Honda Forza Scooter 750. That thing's got 90 brake horsepower, mid 80s brake horsepower. Yep, I'm obviously no bright enough. Yeah, the Honda Forza, that's got crazy amount of brake horsepower on a scooter. There's one down in the Superbike factory, a year old, jet black, with loads of extras on it, crash bars, everything, luggage, Akrapovic exhaust system on it. I think it's 2,500 miles, and they have it priced at 7,925, I think it was. It's 7,9 something anyway. So yeah, I really do like that. I'd like to get a shot on one of them first. I also have looked, and I don't know why I looked at a Trident 660, but it wasn't from my favourite shop in Glasgow, so it was somewhere different. The reason why I didn't take that is that Triumph Hillington is my closest one to me, and I'd need to take it there to get serviced. So Triumph is a no-no. Had one, bad memories. I was talking to Scott, salesman up in Glasgow, BMW. They have You know the GS310? It's 4 years old with next to no miles on it. The man never used it. Now I know it's not got a lot of brake horsepower. I think it's only about 35, maybe 30, somewhere around about there, maybe even too high. Would that be alright for commuting back and forward to work? It's a half an hour in the car, 45 minutes in the car depending on traffic. It's a total of 30 miles to my work. Would that do the job? Well, I can ride it on the motorway anyway because it's above 125 for the starters and I have a full licence. So right, I'm going to turn off here and I'm going to head over those back hills. Right, they don't look really inviting at the moment. Tighnabruaich is 20 miles away. So yeah, we'll just take our time, I'm not bothered. Lights are on, spotlights are on, so we're all good. So yeah, the wee GS310. So when I was talking to Scott, they've got it up for sale. That cheap, that if you wanted to finance it, it would cost you more money to go and have a Costa coffee and a panini than it would be to finance monthly this wee runaround. So you can basically get a wee commuting bike for the price of a cup of coffee and a panini roll. That's mental. Mental, that is. So that'll be tomorrow's activities. A second bike, I don't mind. I was speaking to Superbike Factory CBR 600 RR version. It was 2007 model. They wanted just over 4 grand for it. Got them to send me extra pictures. And the first thing I thought is, that's been battered round the track. The brake, the clutch lever was all buffed at the edges. The telltale signs was the sump plug, not the sump plug, sorry, the oil filler caps, etc. Were all wired. See that wire tie you get? There's a couple other bits and pieces, and I thought to myself, that doesn't look right. The bottom belly pan was all broken. Didn't look like the rest of the panels that just looked totally so out of place with these panels, Honda panels. And I thought somebody's just put those panels back on that bike, because the main panels itself, the Honda side panels, were in immaculate condition, but the rest of the bike looked like a bag of shite. And I thought to myself, no, that's been absolutely battered round tracks. And then they've decided to finish with it, and we'll stick the original covers back on it, and we'll trade it in. That's what makes me worried that places go to places like Superbike Factory and all these big warehouses, because that's how they get rid of the bikes, obviously. So I'm going to try and source one more in my area, Glasgow area, anywhere, Scotland, Edinburgh, maybe up north, Aberdeen. I don't mind going up, riding at something back. So that's what I want to guess, trying to find a nice wee commuter bike or one of these powerful scooters that you see people on. Just steady, Tiger. When I was on my bike trip last summer, I seen quite a few of them with the panniers and everything all fitted to them, and I thought, they look absolutely amazing. And some of them were two up as well, so they must have enough power to throw the thing about. The hills just look so mysterious when they're misty, aren't they? My biggest fear on these back roads, I'm not one for speeding anyway, but my biggest fear is a deer coming out in front of you on a bike. I've hit a deer with a car before, so I know what it's like, but I certainly would not like to be hitting a deer with a bike. I'm not a speed freak anyway, I don't bother with it anymore. I used to race the wee CBR 600 not killing amateur days and nights and stuff, but not now. I like the chilling out. It just looks so moody, doesn't it? Mysterious and moody when it's like this. The roads are a wee bit greasy. My back wheel locked up there. Some bits of the road is taking a fair old bit of pounding during the winter. All the tar breaking up and all the loose chippings everywhere. I just love all the back roads, all these single track roads. Just gets you away from the hustle and the bustle, doesn't it? The city, all the motorways, the heavy traffic. I mean, for a 20-minute ferry crossing, half-hour ferry crossing, whatever it is, you're in the mountains. It's brilliant. In the back of beyond Scotland. Big pheasant. Road closed ahead. Right, there is a diversion, so this has been like this for a couple of years anyway. I don't even know what they're doing. Is it the original road that subsided into the water, or Scotland always amazes you. There is, at the top of the hill, a viewing point that shows you all the locks all lined up with Dunoon, Brodick and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, what a view it is. So we'll go up there and have a look down the water. And really from here to tighnabruaich is only about 10-15 minutes. So it's not that far away when you think about it. Look at that. So yeah, we'll stop in the viewpoint for a wee quick look. That's impressive.
That way, yeah.
Right in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, when you come out of tighnabruaich, you're like that, oh my god. And then it gets a wee bit scary, doesn't it?
That's an impressive view.
It's pretty good,
Yeah, it's
isn't it?
brilliant.
Yeah. Beautiful. He's heading that way.
We're going that way, you're going this way.
We go that way.
Oh, yeah, okay. What about you?
tighnabruaich, a wee coffee and then wherever.
Right. It's a good day for sightseeing, for seeing the side of the views and all that.
Yeah, it's beautiful up here, it's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah. And no midges.
Yeah. Not at the moment anyway.
Oh no.
Give it another month.
Oh no.
No, I'm okay.
Safe pedaling, guys. just takes you down one of the main streets. What a beautiful place to live. Alright, okay. Just here, but there's no shops. That's it there. A wee tea room. Towards the harbour and then go back and then it's parked up to get a break. What an impressive view. Right in the front of it is tighnabruaich. Right, so we'll go and see and get a coffee and a sandwich. To park this piece and then hopefully get on the main street somewhere. Oh, there we go, straight in there. Hang on a minute, is it closed? Let's see if we get something to drink. It was usually that little cafe there, but I think there's one down there, 5 Nest. Let's go and have a look.